And all of my manufacturers have sent me emails letting me know that because Trump was elected and he has threatened tariffs, all of the pricing will go up in January. Trump's already slashing prices, you guys. What? This is a deal. Thanks, Trump.
Financial people are betting their own money are demanding higher bond yields because there's going to be inflation.
And to think that he can just do this to where you can buy all these groceries for cheap or...
Groceries are cheaper now than they were 5 years ago. So
How much do you think this glass of water is?
$10.
26.
How much do you think this big bowl of plants is?
Like 50 bucks.
$3.25. How much do you think this steak is?
Well, it's Wagyu, so it's gotta be expensive, but like 20 bucks probably something.
Bro, it's $54.
Trump's already slashing prices, you guys. What? This is a deal. Thanks, Trump. So it's already started. I import products from overseas. Products that are made of materials that are not produced here in the US. They haven't been produced in the US for, 50, 60 years. So no matter how much I wanted to pay, I could not get these materials here in the US. And all of my manufacturers have sent me emails letting me know that because Trump was elected and he has threatened tariffs, all of the pricing will go up in January in anticipation of these tariffs. So the goods that I buy will cost me more money, not the other country, and then I will have to raise prices that I sell them at to make that up. So it's already started, and for people who didn't realize what a tariff was, you're about to find out, okay? Because it's going to affect everything that you buy. Because there's not a product on the shelf that doesn't have some element of it that comes from another country. So, good luck.
To say that the economy is good when people still think the price of eggs is too damn high is not a winning message.
While Donald Trump has an inability often to tell the truth to so many Americans is the price of eggs.
Our eggs are 160% higher.
The price of, eggs.
The price of 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 eggs. There are not enough chips in the bag.
I eat a lot of meat and a lot of eggs, and I'm paying twice what I paid 4 years ago.
Do your eggs cost 12 bucks too? Mine too. This is some and an Asian guy's like, yeah, no, me too. And then pretty soon there's this whole coalition of multicultural broke people who just want some eggs.
The cost of a gallon of milk or a dozen eggs or the price of gasoline, it's what I was about to say trumps the all others, but I guess that's really what we saw too.
A lot of Trump voters that I've seen strongly believe that he'll be able to bring down grocery and gas prices. I personally don't think this is the case, but I hope I'm wrong. I went to Albertsons in Orange County to document some prices so we can check back throughout his presidency. $5.99 for a small box of Cheerios, $1.99 for the Signature Select Garden Salad, $6.99 for 16 ounces of Jenny O ground turkey, $2.99 for a 2-liter bottle of Dr. Pepper, $10.99 for a dozen organic pasture-raised eggs from Vital Farms, $10.99 for an 8-ounce bottle of NyQuil, $11.99 for a 6-pack of 12-ounce Coronas, which are on sale right now for $10.99, $15.99 for a variety pack of 47 Tampax Pearl tampons, $8.99 for a pack of 25 Neutrogena makeup wipes on sale for $7.99, and lastly, the gas station next door had regular priced gas at $4.59 per gallon.
All right, it's time to face a little bit of reality, folks. If we look at the financial news right now, we can see what's going to happen financially over the next few months. Let's take a look. Let's read this headline together. U.S. bond yields surge as Trump wins, stokes inflation expectations. Why is this coming now? So this is mainstream, this is Bloomberg or something like that, mainstream financial news. This is financial people are betting their own money are demanding higher bond yields because there's going to be inflation. That's what happens. That's how we know the people who know what's going on know there's going to be inflation. But how can we also tell there's going to be inflation? Simple. Trump has promised inflation. He's going to do two things on day one, right? He's going to put in the tariffs, and he's going to mass deportations. Well, if you put in tariffs are effectively a sales tax at the wholesale level. That's going to raise prices. That is 101% of economists agree tariffs raise prices. Just going to happen. Now, politically, you may say, well, yeah, this is going to also reshore manufacturing. It's going to create jobs. It's going to do this, going to do that. Okay, great. Those might be good things. But the cost is going to be higher prices. Mass deportations are also going to raise prices because where do a lot of those illegal, undocumented immigrants work? They work on farms, right? They're not sitting there collecting government, I'm sure you've heard of that joke about Schrodinger's immigrant, right? Who's somehow stealing your job but also collecting welfare and not working. These guys are working. They're not collecting government assistance. They can't. They don't have a social security number. They can't be on the government dole. They're working. Where are they working? A lot of it's in agriculture. So you get rid of them, the cost to harvest goes up. They have to either hire local people, or if they can't get them, they just harvest less. That's going to raise the price of food. This means anything that's made in China, refrigerators and dishwashers and all that kind of stuff, that price is going up. And all the stuff that goes in the refrigerator is going up because that comes from farms. So we're going to have inflation, and we know we're going to have inflation because the financial experts know we're going to have inflation. So we know it's going to happen. Why is this important? This is important because a lot of people have bought the political line of Trump's going to lower prices and make the economy better. Now, will the economy be better? That could be a political question. Maybe it will, maybe it will. With the tax policy good? I don't know. I have an opinion, but that's not important here. What's important here is you need to understand prices are going up, interest rates are going up, the stock market's going to go up as well, as is Bitcoin. Why? Because Trump's buddies, the people he likes, this is not cronyism, it's the people in his universe. In other words, all the people he thinks are important because he doesn't understand what it's like to be a worker. This gets into why most politicians aren't corrupt. They're just ignorant, not in the racist ignorant way, just in the they don't know people kind of way. Everyone they know has a lot of money in the stock market, so they think the stock market is the economy, so if the stock market goes up, that's good. So when he says the economy is going to be better, he honestly thinks that's true, because the stock market's going to go up. But prices are going to go up, wages are not. This is going to drive up the stock market. So anyone who has assets in the stock market is going to do great. If you have assets in the sidelines right now, like in a checking account, in a savings account, put them into the stock market. Find a good index fund with no fees, get it in there. You're going to be riding that elevator up for the next few months. Some good things are going to happen for you and that money. But for anyone who doesn't have assets, it's like Ted Kennedy once said, a rising tide lifts all boats, but if you don't have a boat, the tide goes up your nose. And that's what's going to happen to people who don't have assets, which is unfortunately a lot of people who voted for him, because when he said the economy will be better, they assumed he meant it's going to put more money in my pocket, raise my wages, and lower my cost of living. None of that's what's going to happen. None of that's what's going to happen. The economy, as in the stock market's going to go up. Gas prices may go down because the tariffs will inhibit economic activity, and anytime you inhibit economic activity, it reduces demand for oil. So yeah, gas prices might go down, but the price of everything else is going to go up with it. So you can drive to the store, but you can't afford to buy anything when you're there. That's what we're looking at. Again, this is not a political thing. This is simply the analysis that we're seeing from the financial experts. So I'm sharing this, not to say Trump is good or Trump is bad. That's opinions I have in other videos. It is to say, you got to know what's going to happen. You want to know if it's going to rain so you can bring an umbrella. It's not, I like rain, I don't like rain. It's going to rain. You should bring an umbrella. Well, I don't like rain. I don't care. Bring an umbrella. Inflation is going to happen. Be ready for it. If you need to buy appliances, buy them now. If you need a new car, buy it now. That price is going to be higher in 2025 substantially than it is today. So if you need it, now's the time to get it. And what's interesting is this word's going to get around, and it's going to cause an economic bump. We're going to see a bump of activity in Q4. And people are going to say, Trump stimulated the economy. Yeah, that's because everyone pulled forward their spending out of 2025. Q1 is not going to look good because people are going to be pulling forward those durable goods orders into 2024 because the smart money knows what's going to be happening. So I just wanted to share that with you. For anyone who's not following the financial pages, this is what you need to know is going to be happening. So plan your finances accordingly.
So a lot of people voted for the orange clown. I was going to say orange turd. The orange clown because you're upset with food prices. And you think you're going to walk into your grocery store, your supermarket, in 3 months or 6 months or a year, and everything will be much cheaper. Is that what you're thinking, Paco? You're probably not aware the orange Mussolini has not proposed a single specific plan to bring food prices down. In case you don't know, inflation, the rising of food prices, has already stopped, or almost stopped, under the Biden-Harris team. But you didn't know that because Fox doesn't tell you that. And if prices start going down, that's called deflation. And that's generally considered a sign of a weak economy. You want stable prices. If you think drill, baby, drill is the answer, talk to any economist. They will laugh at you. If you think tariffs are the answer, talk to any economist. They will laugh at you. Well, they'll laugh inside their head and they won't laugh out loud. Because economists actually read stuff and they know stuff. Anyway, soon we're all going to be saying, I told you so.
This outrageous article is claiming that groceries are cheaper now than they were 5 years ago. So it wants to know why people are still so mad about high prices. Well, first off, most Americans' bank accounts did not get the memo that groceries are now more affordable. What's crazy is that the article outright admits that groceries are not actually cheaper. But it says when you factor in all of those rising wages over the past few years, they're cheaper in terms of the hours worked to afford groceries. Essentially, the article is saying, hey, you now have to work fewer hours to afford the same amount of groceries. So shut up and stop complaining. Now, that whole wage increase thing is highly suspect. But you know what they didn't factor in? Shrinkflation. Remember, even if you're buying the exact same basket of goods as you were in 2019, that basket is a lot smaller because the products are a lot smaller. So no, you're not buying the same quantity of stuff. The article even goes on to openly question why people even worry about the cost of groceries increasing, because after all, rent and insurance cost much, much more. For reference, here's just how much food prices have increased since 2020. And they're saying people shouldn't be worried about that? They're literally saying, don't worry that food prices are costing an arm, because rent and insurance are costing you a leg. Obviously, people should be worried about both, and they are. It makes sense that people are counting every penny when they're having to go down to the last cent or even rely on credit in order to fund basic essentials. This article is absurd and even insulting. As always, for more interesting and informative stories on tech, business, the economy, and jobs, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel here and on Instagram and YouTube.
We're at the world's most expensive grocery store, Erewhon, and we're going to be playing Guess the Price. How much do you think this glass of water is?
Like $10.
26.
That's crazy.
How much do you think this big bowl of plants is?
Dude, like $50.
$3.25.
I need to start like just guessing absurdly high for no reason.
Yeah. All right, I found 8 balls of ice. How much do you think that costs?
Ice?
Yeah.
It's like $5.
No.
$30.
That's not real. You're lying.
No,
It's
serious.
just ice.
How much do you think this steak is? Well, it's Wagyu, so it's gotta be expensive. But like $20 probably. It's not that much.
Bro, it's $54.
I'm broke. I got no money.